Like many kids born in the 1980s, I grew up with Christopher Reeve's Superman. Although I never got too into the comic books, I love the Superman movies, and for me, no one plays the role better. However, when I first learned about the Man of Steel, I was really excited to finally see a reboot of the Superman franchise, which hadn't been done on the big screen since 1978. I was also interested in seeing what direction they were going to take the film, as it was being produced by Christopher Nolan, who I think did an excellent job with the Dark Knight trilogy. However, as I left the theater on opening day, I couldn't have been more disappointed. Don't get me wrong, the acting and special effects were good, but everything else about the movie fell short, from the poor character development, to the absurd plot devices, overtly pro-Christian imagery, anti-evolution undertones, and the mind-numbing action sequences took such a toll that the Man of Steel ended up becoming nothing more than action schlock in the same vein as Transformers, with the added bonus of serving as a Christian creationist propaganda mouthpiece. In fact, I find it ironic that the way in which Superman behaves throughout the Man of Steel is so contrary to the message of Christianity, as well as his established moral code in the comic books and in past film and TV adaptations, that we certainly can't identify him as being a Christian, nor can we even call him Superman for that matter. Although I've never made a movie review, ever since I left the theater on opening day, I felt compelled to share my thoughts on the Man of Steel. However, as I began to do research and prepare my notes, I actually discovered a lot of information about the mythology surrounding this fascinating character. Therefore, not only do I want to examine where I think the Man of Steel fails as a movie, and compare its content to the comic books, TV shows, and original films, I also want to discuss the mythos of Superman, who has a very interesting background seeped in religion and mysticism. I'll be taking a somewhat detailed look at the humble origins of Superman and the philosophy surrounding this concept, such as those of Friedrich Nietzsche, who coined the famous moniker, George Bernard Shaw and his idea of class eugenics, the parallels between Superman and other mythological solar deities, Jewish religious imagery from the Old Testament that's associated with Superman, as well as Superman's ethic, moral responsibilities, and so on. I will also contrast the Man of Steel with the Smallville television series, which I feel best represents what Superman's moral character ought to be. However, because of YouTube's ever-tightening automated content ID matches, several of my videos have been flagged or removed due to copyright infringement. By the way, this is partly responsible for why I haven't produced a video in such a long time. Therefore, in order to get around YouTube's copyright automation, I have posted my full Superman documentary and Man of Steel review on my DailyMotion backup channel. It's a two-part video totaling 1 hour and 16 minutes, so if you'd like to learn some interesting facts about Superman, as well as listen to me rant about the Man of Steel, then please visit the links in the video description. On my website can be found the embedded videos, as well as a full transcript, or you can visit my DailyMotion channel directly. And if you're so inclined, please return to this video on YouTube to comment and to start a discussion. Thanks a lot for watching, and I look forward to receiving your feedback. Take care.